Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Blockbull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now, we will cover some charts, but first and foremost, I want to go through this article which has been written up on watcher.guru here. Okay, and it talks about the de-dollarization of the US dollar. So Brics, US central bank hits 1 trillion in losses, and what it means for the dollar. Now, it just doesn't look very good, does it? Like, a lot of my viewers are US citizens, so big up the Americans, okay? You are my audience. Well, you make up 30 to 35% of my audience, according to my analytics. Okay, so I want to dive into this now, and I read parts of this, and I literally just skimmed over it, and I thought, wow, I'll come across a figure, and I'm going to show you the figure which springs to mind, and it's not this 1 trillion either. Now, I just want to comment on taxes in general, across the board. Now, taxes are the biggest Ponzi scheme known to man. Why do we need taxes when that's exactly what quantitative easing does? We're basically printing money out of thin air. You know, it's all right. We've got billions to send over. NATO have got billions to send over to Ukraine to support them in the arms race, you know, tackling Russian borders, etc., as we head to a one world government. However, this is a figure that I want to show you. So this journalist, this economist, EJ Antoni, recently shared insight into the impending US debt crisis. He reported that US national debt interest payments will surpass 1.1 trillion this year. That would constitute more than 76% of all collected tax. What the hell? So all these Americans, you guys watching this video, are going to work, and your hard-earned income is not even paying off the debt. You're literally paying off the interest on the debt. So you're not even scratching the surface. This is bang out of order, and I hate the fact that governments want to literally screw over the small man. It is, honest to God, it gets my back up big time, and this is why I'm rooting for all of us in this sort of race now for the crypto. We are in the right place now with crypto. Now, it's unfortunate for taxes because they're just evil, aren't they? There's tax on this and tax on that, then you get taxed on this. It's just never ending. But that, to me, that is a sickening figure. 76% of collected income going on interest payments alone. What is going on? Anyhow, let's go and have a look at the dollar index. So let's just zoom out. I'm going to go all the way out to the month. Like, it's got me back. I read that article, and I'm absolutely... I hate injustice. This is what it is, injustice. And I feel like crypto is the only hope now for the middle class families, because ultimately there's going to be two classes. There's going to be like literally those with nothing, because that's exactly what the World Economic was saying. You'll have nothing and you'll be happy. So there'll be those people literally, boom, wiped out, and then you'll have that sort of, you know, you might have that middle class that managed to escape to that higher class. And obviously those are going to be the ones that are holding the crypto when they flip the switch, when this new quantum financial system comes into play. Okay, but this is the US dollar index anyway. This takes us all the way back here to 1967, as you can see. So there is a big play here. So that, for me, this blue descending diagonal trend line, that is a massive, there's a lot. For me, that's a major trend line, just because it hits the top of the US dollar index, comes down, we make that second peak, then this is where we get a breakout. So we've retested, and then we've sort of range bounded here. So the US dollar index now, for me, I would, if I didn't know what this was at the time, I would say this chart is going higher. But for me, knowing what I know, especially reading that article, where 76% of collected income tax is paying off interest payments, these absolutely absurd. So we all know that the US dollar is fiat currency, just like the euro, just like the pound. They're all shit coins. They are the true shit coins. I'm going to say it now on record. Shit coins. Now, why anybody holds any fiat currency or even goes to work and holds fiat currency, I have no idea. What are you doing? You need to give your head a wobble, in my opinion. Fair enough, keep some savings aside to pay for your bills, okay, but for me, the rest of it, especially at these prices in the crypto industry, you need to be investing and you need to be catching that train before we leave the station. Now, this is what I expect the dollar to do now. I'd expect us to capitulate all the way down here and test these lows. We have to, because the bull market is coming now, and that would have to coincide with the crypto market and the rest of the indices, commodities, etc. that are traded. Okay, so you know, we're looking at these two lows here. We've got these sort of two troughs here. So we're down here around 70, and what's this sort of figure? 72. So yeah, I'd be looking at going back down there. So yeah, that's the dollar index. Now what we can do is we'll go over to, we'll just have a look at my sort of watch list actually over here. Some of these cryptos are taking a retracement. Gala that I said was going to do really well, that's down 6%, not the end of the world. Let's just take a look at the chart, see where we are at. Again, it looks like I'm on the monthly here, guys, so let's just go into the weekly, see what's going on. Let's just stretch this out here, something like that. So that's fine. Gala, obviously we're breaking up, and then we've come down to retest it. So again, not the end of the world. If we fail to hold this red trend line, obviously, you know, we're in trouble here. Ethereum spot ETFs have just gone live. That has also taken a dive as well. Now, isn't it funny where this is why the sayings in the markets, for example, like sell the news, buy the rumour, sell the news, because this is exactly what happens. You hear the spot ETFs going live, and then look what's happened this week. We've gone from about 3.5k, and we've fallen to below, where are we now? $3,143, which is not great. Obviously negative equity if you got in at the beginning of the week anticipating the spot ETFs. However, I do expect Ethereum to survive this, because looking at this chart now, it doesn't look great because we're actually underneath the white trend line. But this is what they do. This is what the market makers do. They actually shake and spook the market in order to get you guys out prompto. So we've done Fibonacci before, so we just take that high there, and we can see where the price is retracing to here. So we're falling down here to around the, let me just pull that out a bit so we're a little bit more accurate. There we go. So you can see how we're bouncing off the 0.5 here on the Fibonacci. So we have been trading between the 0.786 and the 0.5. Okay, so at some point Ethereum will have to make a decision. In my view, it will be a positive move to the upside, just because crypto at the moment is so undervalued again, and the US dollar is getting an absolute beating, especially because they're getting it from all sides in terms of the Brics nations developing their own CBDCs. Okay, so what have we done so far? We've done Gala, we've done Ethereum because of the spot ETFs. We can take a look at we'll take a look at XRP, Bitcoin chart as well. Look, we're still really positive as well. We're getting that third candle now. We're still printing this third candle. We are Thursday. There is a closed meeting very soon today with the SEC. So who knows what will be said in there. I'm not sure if it will affect XRP price or not. We're still in litigation. I believe there's something going on with the SEC tomorrow as well in the Ripple XRP community. I'd have to find that and have to dig it out on X, but we're still printing a green candle, so far so good. We can go over to XDC XRP. I covered this yesterday in the video. Look at this, we're up 9% already. Now I've actually rejigged this chart because I had sort of two descending trend lines from approximately here, from like the all-time high with the pair down to the bottom here. But I like my triangles and I like my bull pennants because it creates a more favourable bullish scenario. Now again, this to me makes complete sense. We could bring that down there to the base where we actually got going. Again, we're marking out the weekly sort of closes here. So we've had this retest here back in July 23. So this time last year, we was actually pinballing around this triangle. We broke out and we've been grinding down ever since July 23 once we broke out. Okay, and look at this. July this year, beginning of this month, we've actually started to break down. Okay, so XDC, XRP has been outperforming XDC since the beginning of this month. Okay, but at the minute on this week, this green candle here, we're printing a doji, so this signals indecision. In my opinion, it does signal all sort of trend reversal as well. So it probably won't be now till December time, which is what this chart is stipulating, before XDC does really get going. So I think XDC and XRP are going to be sort of neck and neck. Okay, because it'll bounce around to the tip of this wedge as it does, and then that's when I expect XDC to then begin outperforming XRP. And you can see where this is going, guys. I could do a measured move as well. I could do Fibonacci's. I'm just going to take, in fact, let's just drag it across. Rather than using the wick, I'm going to use the weekly close here. So let me just delete that, get that out of the way. And we're going to measure up here from this weekly close here, because that sort of signals the bottom after the all-time high there. So yeah, we'll be fair. We'll use the 50% on top of the weekly close as opposed to the wick, and you can see up there we're getting up to about 62 cent on this chart. Let's just have a look in terms of gains. Let's go from current price action. Oh, for goodness sake, mate. Right, where was I? Quickly do this. So I wasn't far off. So yeah, where was I? 62. So around there. So yeah, XDC could outperform XRP by 1,000 or 1,100%. So about a 10-11x XDC could outperform XRP. That's just my opinion. That's what the charts are stipulating. Again, that's not my prediction. That's a measured move. Whether or not the TA respects a measured move, I don't know, because it might then respect, for example, Fibonacci's instead. Funnily enough, that's exactly pretty much at the top of the Fibonacci as well. So that is a strong chance you're going to get that 11x XDC move against XRP, which is exciting in my opinion. I'll probably be looking at taking profits around there. That'll probably be the top of the cycle for me, to be honest with you guys. 10-11x against XRP, because XRP is going to go to, I'd say, $28 to be conservative. Okay, so that's where we are with that chart. Let's just have a look at XDC. XDC doing okay on the day, because if you have been holding XDC, it literally moves 0.5%. If that's the fact that we're up 2.6%, that's an actually exciting day for XDC, believe it or not. I should know my biggest holdings, so I've constantly got my eye on it. But this green candle looks really positive. Again, we've been trading down, grinding down to the tip, and again we fell inside the wedge, and we're playing out now at the apex. So it looks like we're breaking out above. We'll probably get a weekly close in now for XDC, and then next week hopefully we can get a big thrust to the upside. But we're probably going to be looking at August now, so as long as we close a month above the wedge, then I'm happy with that for now. Obviously we've got September with the rate cuts as well, so the rate cuts again will be positive. So we are pretty much there now, guys. We keep saying it, but again, days go by. Day to day, we don't make much difference. This is exactly why I look on weekly time frames, because one candle, you could fit another candle in there, and then it might take another candle after that to really get going. XRP was 3 candles after the apex, so if you measure it, if you're using the same sort of logic, we're getting to the end of August, September, like I say, with the rate cuts. So there we have it, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I shall leave you to it, guys. All the best. God bless. Blockable over and out.